Okay, guys, we are back.
Indeed we are, and it looks like our next match is going to be Apollo 11 versus Double Tap for the semi-finals, I believe.
Whew, okay then. Both teams are high ranking in the power rankings. I mean, we are in the semi-finals now, so we're going to be expecting some very high level play.
Indeed. I think, to be honest, I think this is probably what we expected. These are probably the top four teams, the ones that we expected. Maybe we expected Orange Creamsicle to slip by there, but I'm not sure who they came up against. In fact, they came up against... They were knocked out by BK Randy's,
Ooh.
who were actually knocked out by, I think, Kings of Urban, or maybe that match is still being played. But in any case, I think it is going to be time for us to hop in, and we'll just see exactly what happens.
Yep, I've actually hopped into the match. I've got my camera into the right place. I am raring for this match. I'm just here staring at the ball. We are ready to see some... Okay, we've got some people joining in. Husky, Azzy, Prime Thunder, James Bot, Flo, and Sir Pancake 3. I'm going to enjoy saying Sir Pancake 3. Okay, so we've got Husky.
I seem to be having a bit of trouble with joining the private match, so just keep talking.
I will. I shall do my best. So, Prime Thunder knocks it down the pitch into the blue area. It's getting a little bit tangled up in the blue area, but they are pushing it away now. The blues are Apollo 11, and the oranges are Double Tap. I'm not sure what people are predicting for this match. I honestly, I don't think we can call it. These are two very, very high teams. That Flo is on the breakaway. Oh, dear me. Just manages to catch them off guard. I think there was a crucial miss right here. Prime Thunder just goes up for the ball, doesn't quite get there, and Flo takes it into the net. So I do apologise, I'm not quite sure what's happening and why OddyC can't join the game.
Neither will I. Neither will I. I'm trying my utmost. I will be with you as soon as I possibly can.
Yeah. So, Double Tap are into an early lead here. We're just about 1 minute into the game, and it's now in the orange area. It looks like... Oh! Azzy gets a nice hit in there. Let's switch over to him. Loads of players airborne right now. They're putting on huge amounts of pressure on the orange half, but now Flo is getting another breakaway. I think that is the thing that they're going for right now, the blue team. They've gone down a goal. They really don't want that, so they are piling on the pressure. They want to get that goal back as soon as possible. But right now, James Bot doesn't quite make a good contact with that one, and now it's going to be cleared away by Azzy. It's going in towards the orange goal, but so Pancake collides with Pride and Thunder in the air.
And I have returned.
Yay.
Just in time, it seems, to miss the first goal.
Welcome back.
Oh, Flo, look at that. Aerial dribble there.
It's just being squeezed in. It's on the line. Oh my god. Azzy does a backflip to try and get that one out. But
that was amazing. Look at all of the cars in such a tiny area. That's so amazing. And James Bot leaping over all of them. Wow. I'm just going to let James Bot know. Oh no, actually we can't talk, can we?
I was trying to. Yeah, I was trying to say, please don't skip.
Yeah, it'd be really great if people don't skip, because then you can view all of the replays.
Yeah. Okay, so
I was about to say I don't know too much about these people, although I do know that they are obviously very, very good. But I have played against Azzy and I have played against JamesBot, both of them a few times actually, and I can confirm that they are very, very good.
Yeah, I think I've played against Azzy before. Azzy. That name definitely rings a bell for me.
JamesBot is taking his time.
Yeah, they're not crowding him, so he actually manages to get a nice little lob there as he takes it around the outside of Flo. Oh, there's JamesBot and Sir Pancake collide there in the middle. That was dangerous there for a second.
That was a good potential centre from Prime Thunder, but there was actually nowhere for the ball to go except right into the hands of the oranges. So I'm just going to quickly remind myself of who's playing. So on the blue side, we have Apollo 11, I believe, is that?
Yes.
Okay, and on the red, on the orange side, we have
Double Tap.
Double tap. That is right, of course. How could I forget? Okay, so that is looking very dangerous, but a good clearance off the walls by Flo.
Pancake is taking it up the Sorry, I'm not meant to laugh when I say Pancake. Pancake was...
It's a very serious name.
Okay. No.
It's they're trying desperately to get it away from that corner there. That was a good aerial from... Oh, they were... who is that? Husky.
Yes, Husky.
Taking it past the entire team there, it seemed. He got very close to scoring a one-man goal there.
Yeah. It's been some serious aggression on both sides, actually, I've got to say. And we haven't seen a goal, which I think that says something about their defending ability as well.
Indeed, yeah. When you say you haven't seen a goal, not since the last two, obviously.
That is what I mean.
Thought I'd add that. As he knocks Flo out of the way. That's looking very dangerous. Flo again. Oh, beautiful save.
Only just got to that first save, and there was another save after that as well.
Oh, Prime Thunder getting tied up with the pancake there.
As he manages to... No, we cannot laugh at that.
And Husky desperately trying to get it out of... into a position where the oranges can't just shoot it directly into the goal. Finally, it looks like it's going into the orange half there.
Flo there, who I am going to switch into for the last 40 seconds, went up for an aerial where he turned around in mid-air to try and kind of get a backwards aerial on it. I don't know if he was just playing around there because he was 2 goals into the lead, or if he thought that hitting it with the top side of his car was actually going to do something better for him there.
It looks like the oranges, I think they need to be a little bit more defensive, a little bit more careful there, because they were almost caught out with no one behind the ball. And that was very close to the goal as well.
Indeed. I kind of think they're having a little bit of fun right now.
Maybe.
Down to the last 10 seconds.
2 goals can be scored in 10 seconds. It's happened
it
plenty of
has
times
been
before.
known.
You
Yeah.
only have to go to the Reddit to see that.
You only have to go to the Reddit to see anything. Anything that could possibly happen in Rocket League. But there we have it. The first game goes to Double Tap. So I'm just going to update the scoreboard. I honestly think that could have gone either way.
It really could have. Like, granted, I only saw maybe the second half of that game, but it was so back and forth. And, you know, if you discounted the score, I maybe would have said that the Blues were on top because they were really pummeling the Orange's defence.
They were putting on so many shots, shot after shot after shot. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'll click ready.
So yeah, let's head on right into the next match, and we'll see if there will be any equalizers.
Yes. From an unbiased viewpoint, I'm just saying I predict that it's going to go to 1-1 here. I think because that was such an even game, and then, you know, the pressure that the Blues were piling on there at the end, I think they're going to try and continue that into this match and get an early lead.
Okay, that's an interesting prediction. I can completely understand where you're coming from. I'm going to
But I think you're wrong.
But you're wrong. I think this is where morale comes into it. And I think having scored, or having won that first game, I think Apollo 11 are in a little bit of a better position, and I think they're going to take Game 2 quite handily.
So really, it's not a question of who's going to win out of this game, it's who's right. Is it me
Exactly.
or is it you?
Oh,
that was close.
How did that not go in? That was just... The ball was teasing them there by just staying just above the bar.
That is knocked down. James Bott is just there, manages to flick it upwards. That's a strange bounce, and Flo is there to clear it out. Flo, again, turning backwards in the air. I'm thinking that's just his style of aerial.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I've seen a few people do that. There are some people who are just more stylish when it comes to Rocket League, particularly aerials and dribbling and wall hits and all of the fancy stuff, you know. People like Cuxier.
I knew you were going to say Cuxier. A very, very fancy player. That isn't to say that he is better than a player that is very regimented in his play style.
Indeed. A lot of people say that Cuxier is pretty much the best in the world. Personally, I still think Krenovia is the best in the world, just in general.
Yeah.
But it's getting a little bit more cluttered up there. That's a very dangerous stopping of the ball there, right in front of the orange goal.
Indeed. It's a blurred line, is what I was going to say. You can't really tell who is going to be the top runner. And that was a nice little destruction of Flo there. I'm going to switch away now, and we're going to watch Azzy for a little bit.
Okay. Azzy, who just did a nice little wall hit there.
Exactly.
Looking quite dangerous for the blue team. If Pancake can get a little hit there, but he doesn't. Stop laughing.
No, I'm not. Husky manages to get that off the wall very nicely. I can't actually see what's going on. Prime Thunder is there. Yes.
Wow. Pancake was just trying to pancake the ball against the bar.
Stop it. You're just trying to make me laugh now. That was...
Look at that. That couldn't have been closer.
That was squeezed in between the two of them. Wow.
Like a pancake.
Stop.
And then Pancake and Husky go for the ball. And that could have been such an early kickoff goal there. With Prime Thunder thundering in. I'm making all of them.
Well done. Well done. Husky's there to follow it. Lifts it up onto the crossbar. Wow. No one there to follow it up. Prime Thunder just very close to it. Oh, that's a good flick, but James Bott is equal to it.
Flo stops the ball there. I think there was a little bit of a lack of communication there. If James Bott had known that Flo was going to do that, that could have been a really nice aerial chance heading right into the blue half.
Indeed. Well, I think the blue team was being very, very aggressive there, and so Double Tap could have capitalised upon that. But
if you look at where the players are right now, obviously the oranges are pretty much in goal because it's in their half. That's looking very dangerous as well. But you know, you have Prime Thunder at the moment heading all the way back for a boost. So there is always that one person at the back.
Yeah. Oh, Husky's there to follow that one in.
Wow. Both of them were there to follow that in. I think if one didn't get it, then the other would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good hit there. And James Bott went for the ball not knowing that it was going to hit the post. That was... I mean, you can't fault him for that. It's so difficult to judge.
So now we find ourselves in the position where blue team are now 2-0 ahead in this second match. So far...
It looks like that might actually... If things keep going the way they're going, that might be the score of the series after this game finishes. 2-0 up.
Yeah.
And Prime Thunder just misses the aerial. Well, yeah, the aerial there. Off the wall. That's looking quite dangerous. If someone can get that, Prime Thunder hits it straight... No, that was pancaked, sorry.
Oh, that's knocked away. Can that be called? I don't think it can.
Wow. Where was Flo there? Did he lack boost? Was he caught off guard there?
Yeah, he was
heading towards the boost there, but then he saw... Wow.
I think he was caught on the turn there and just couldn't get back in time. So now we've got Prime Thunder and James Bott heading in for the next kickoff. And it's going to go to the blue team as Azzy clears it along the way.
All right. I've kind of been rendered a bit useless because all of my name tags have disappeared.
Oh, so, Rocket League.
Oh, Rocket League.
How we love thee. But now that is James Bott heading it down. I'm going to have to say all their names just so you know what's happening on. So Pancake there with a very nice aerial, dropping it down in front as he knocks it to the side. That was very, very dangerous there. But it looks like it's going to get cleared down the line. James Bott knocks it over the top of them. Oh dear, that is a shame. He tried to get it round the side. Was that Prime Thunder?
Yes, that was Prime Thunder. That is very unfortunate. But you could see a lot of people when they're 3-0 down, they would just give up. They would be on tilt. But certainly not Double Tap.
No.
They are really fighting now.
They are.
Only a minute left.
It is certainly possible. That ship was beautiful. Oh wow. I don't think you can call that a kickoff goal.
No, that was pure skill there. He got exactly the right amount of lift there. Pancake and Flo creating an arch.
I know. I was going to say they crossed in front of each other, but they couldn't quite reach the ball. 4-1. Are we going to rule them out yet?
I think we're going to rule them out, and I'm pretty glad because that was what I predicted. So I think that was morale. That's where morale comes into it. But what do I know? Maybe Double Tap can get 3 goals and bring it into overtime in 30 seconds. That's 1 goal every 10 seconds. Can they do it?
Well, all you have to do is go to the Reddit.
Exactly. It is possible. But it looks like the Blues are making sure that this doesn't happen. They're hammering in the pressure, and Azzy with another goal.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All 3 of them on the attack there.
17 seconds. I'm not sure they can do that.
Well, what do you want to do in their position now?
Well, like we said earlier, you just have to think about, right, what's going on here? You know, what can we do to improve? And there are more games to come after this.
Exactly.
They're not out of it yet. So they just need to keep their head in the game if they can.
Yeah.
That was a great center there. Except it was kind of the wrong side of the pitch.
Yeah. We're having a little bit of a tussle over here. They've stopped playing and they're just ramming each other over the side. They know it's the end of the game. Oh, so that's going to be another game to
Apollo 11, that is.
Hang on, wait a minute. Who got the first game? I thought that the Oranges got the first game.
Oh, have we been completely wrong?
I think it was the Oranges. I think I was right.
Ah, okay. Well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would say that, but we shall see.
Okay.
Either way, the Blues were Apollo 11 were all over that match, I think that's the aggression that we were seeing in the first match at the end. I think it was leading them to the victory. We've got to see how the Oranges, how a double tap respond to that pressure. Are they going to go more defensive and try and get some counterattacks in, or are they going to pile on the pressure themselves?
Indeed. It is still anyone's game at the moment. Anyone can come away with this the victor. And they will be fighting either Kings of Urban or Titanium Ricochet in the grand finals of this ESL tournament.
That's going to be...
That's a wonderful hit by Prime Thunder. Very, very good clearance by Pancake.
Pancake gets a very nice backflip on that one. That was really important. As he is up, knocks it down. Prime Thunder is there. Oh, off the bar.
I wanted that to go in. That was such a beautiful play. 2 aerials. That was an aerial pass, essentially.
Husky, in the end, so many shots just hitting the backboard again and again and again, and eventually they get it in. We saw Husky just there taking the boost as well, so they were keeping them low on the boost.
Yeah, starving them of boost. That is such a huge aspect of Rocket League. If you can starve someone a boost, you're going to win. they can't go up for aerials. Exactly,
and that's such a huge part of the game at high level.
And not just offensively. A lot of people think, hey, it's an aerial, that must be an attack. No, you need to aerial if you want to defend against aerials. Oh, as he misses the aerial there. Everyone's missing it.
Out the backboard again.
Wow. I think that kind of evened up the number of shots against each goal there.
Yeah. But the blue team got another attack, but it looks like it's coming back down the blue end. Flo manages to knock it up.
As he gets the boost just ahead of James Bott, that was, who was now circled round in the time it took me to form that sentence.
Oh, that is in.
Wow.
That was a beautiful shot. Gets just over the top of Husky. Was that James? I think that was James.
Bott.
Look how close this is. He just gets over the top of Husky, knocks it down straight into the centre of the goal. Perfect accuracy there.
Yeah, they just caught the Blues off guard there. There was no one in goal.
Yep.
That was the back line. Husky was the back line who went up for the ball there. And it's always such a risk when you do that.
Yeah, you have to get the ball. That's just... But the thing is, if he didn't go for it, then what's he going to do? Stay in goal when someone's shooting an aerial at you?
It is a difficult choice, but I think it's just, I don't know. It's very risky, whatever way you think of it.
Yeah, I think you have to get up early, and you have to be very confident that you're going to hit it.
Indeed.
Ideally, you just don't want to be left in that position as the last person back who has to make an aerial save.
Yeah. So far it's actually been very even, although all the Oranges were in the same place at that moment. And Prime Thunder only has to beat one person. He goes for a nice centre.
Husky tips it in, both of them up, but neither of them get to it. Husky
the
there.
Insidiously slow chip, just soaring majestically into the goal.
Oh.
I often find that so difficult to gauge. The slow ones. Those are the ones that you let in because you're just not sure where exactly it's going to go.
I want to take a minute to just admire what Husky did to get the angle, the slow chip on that ball. Not only did he... Oh dear.
That was beautiful. Prime Thunder chips it. Dainty little chip right over Flo, and then follows it up immediately without it even hitting the ground.
All three of the orange players were so close to that ball, but none of them get to it. That was beautiful play there. Apollo 11 doing some beautiful things here.
I just want to point out that both teams left their goal unattended to in that kickoff. That worries me. I get worried whenever that happens.
Yeah, that's the thing. When we're playing 2v2, we never do that.
No, we always stay in goal because, the kickoff... a lot of people say that the kickoff is pure luck. That's not true, but it is the luckiest part of Rocket League.
Yes.
No one can deny that.
No one can know exactly what's going to happen when the kickoff results in a pinch or it just goes winging off in any direction.
So have someone goal.
That's our advice. Anyway, that's our tip of the day.
Indeed. Azzy there with a clearance that actually brings him off away from the blue goal at a time when he was actually the back line. So that was a little bit dangerous. A good centre there.
Yeah, Apollo just doing anything they can to get little touches on this ball just to disrupt Double Tap's attack here. It seems to be working so far. Husky now has the ball.
Tentative.
It was.
And Prime Thunder, can he get a little chip there?
Oh, it stopped right in front of the goal and just trickles over the line. That has got to be so demoralising.
I know, I was about to say they've got to be so annoyed with themselves. Pancake just gets a tip to it, but it wasn't quite enough. It just dribbled over the goal line. Oh, they cheated there. Prime Thunder goes up for the ball, not knowing which way the kickoff was going to go. So
Pancake came in, missed the aerial. As he's there, doesn't manage to get the angle on it, but it comes out to Husky, who knocks it in.
5-1. They are taking apart Double Tap right now. And it's a shame to see because they were so even beforehand.
And they won the first match really well as well.
Yeah.
Can I make a prediction of Brazil, by the way?
Ooh,
I'm just getting that in right now. Can we hear in chat? Loads of people saying Brazil.
Yes. I might point out, Pancake and Flo, they really haven't done too much to add to their score on the scoreboard. In fact, Pancake has actually had no goals, no assists, no saves, and no shots.
Wow.
That is one save to Pancake there. So he must have heard me.
Yep.
But that was a good and vital save there. Although maybe not so vital considering the score.
Indeed. Score isn't everything, of course, especially in 3v3 where any touch on the ball can be very, very important. You're getting like... Oh, dear.
Oh.
That was very nice.
I should have countered your prediction of Brazil just so that I could be right. But,
James Bot coming in here, gets a nice little lift on the ball, gets it over Prime Thunder, who does a little backflip. I'm not entirely sure if that was intended or not.
Yeah,
but doesn't
I'm not
quite
sure
get
if he
to the
wanted
ball.
to go up for an aerial or if he couldn't because he had no boost, but he needed to go up to an aerial to get that.
I think
he was going too fast.
Anything other than a backflip might have actually reached the ball there. If he'd just done a double jump, he might have at least delayed the attack.
Oh, Husky was in the way of the clearance there, but he redeemed himself by clearing it even for a moment. That was very, very close.
Oh,
the Oranges, I think that goal has suddenly spurred them into action a bit more there.
Exactly, they're piling on the pressure, which they really need to be doing. In fact, I think they need to be doing for the rest of this series if they want to come back into it.
Well, that's
James
a beautiful
Bot
centre.
It's knocked away against the wall, and now so high up there, the Oranges are going to be on the retreat there.
You know, it seems to me that Apollo 11 just seems to be a little bit more aerial-oriented than Double Tap. A lot of the time, if you take any still of this game, then a lot of the blues are going to be in the air, and a lot of the oranges
going in.
Wow, the buzzer beater to add insult to injury there.
6-2. Husky there gets a beautiful angle on that ball.
Yeah,
just knocks it in over the top of Flo.
And Prime Thunder was there to make sure that went in.
James Bot thinks that's rude.
I'm sorry, that's the way it goes sometimes in Rocket League. And what does that make the score? 2-1? 2...
Apollo 11, and now 2 goal... Brazil was spelt with a 6 and a 2. I'm not entirely sure that works. I think that means they were aiming for the Brazil.
I think they were.
I've got it ready up. Pardon me, guys. Sorry. Yeah, so momentum definitely in Apollo's favour. However, at the end of that match, we were seeing so much pressure from the orange team there, Double Tap.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even when they're behind, a team can just show spurts of their potential, and it might not be enough to save them in that certain situation. But they're actually listening into our cast, so that is why it is Brazil with a 6 and a 2 there.
Hey,
as we get underway.
I just wondered if that is actually a potential tactic for these guys, for teams playing in this tournament. If they listen to the casters, can they get the casters' insight? Oh god, that's opening goal.
Ooh.
Prime Thunder can't quite get it in there. We are going to watch Prime Thunder from here.
We do have to bear in mind, oh god, it's just going back and forth over the goal line here. The Oranges need to get it out of there. And Flo, it looks like Flo is going to do so, but Azzy is there.
God, that must have been really, really stressful for double tap just then.
Indeed, that was a good little tap from Azzy. And both of them going up for the aerial, both miss. And now there's only Azzy left, but fortunately he gets the clearance. That could have been very dangerous for the Blues.
Oh, beautiful backflip. Knocks it in towards the goal.
He's looking to continue the backflip there. He was trying to get a reverse goal there.
I'm not sure who got the boost there. I think Prime Thunder just stole the boost. And the other boost. They're completely starving them right now. They're in a bad position.
Janespot and Pancake in goal. Janespot goes for the ball and gets it.
Actually, Husky takes it away from Prime Thunder there, which leaves the double tap on for the attack.
I should add to what you were saying earlier about sniping a stream to get some insight into tactics. It is worth noting, of course, that there is a delay, a fairly significant delay.
Yes.
Particularly for a game as high octane as Rocket League. But yeah, no, you're right, that is a valid tactic. But it all hinges on whether we are right in our deductions.
Exactly, yeah.
We might be completely wrong.
We might be talking out our
but our Azzy.
But
as it happens, Husky and Prime Thunder are in a bit of a tangle there. Flo is trying to get it into a centre as opposed to just hanging in the corner there.
Indeed, the ball was just going nowhere, but now Prime Thunder and Husky both going down the wing. No one to follow it up in the middle here.
Prime Thunder and Husky, they were taking turns hitting the ball there. It just reminded me of like if they were the feet of a giant that was just striding across the pitch.
That's a beautiful analogy. Thank you for that.
I'm sure the people in the match who are listening to our stream right now can take something from that.
Okay, there's the downside of listening to people in the stream, is that we could distract them entirely.
Indeed. But let's try not to do that. Let's try and keep it grounded in what's actually happening.
Things are certainly not grounded in this game so far. We're seeing so many aerials, everyone very, very airborne. I haven't seen...
That was a great little deflection by Prime Thunder, putting it in the way of, I think, Azzy that was, or at least one of the Blue members to try and aerial it into the net. But,
what was I just saying about things being so aerial-based? That was a beautiful little dribble and flick from Flo there. 6.
Dribble and flick from Flo.
Dribble and flick from Flo.
Try saying that 5 times fast. But that was a fantastic goal. You know, those are just some of the most amazing goals. Those are the ones that make us go, oh, that was so good. Is when you just do a little dainty chip over the last remaining defender.
Yeah, those are the ones you live for.
Exactly. It's a sight to behold. And Pancake, as he gets a nasty little deflection off there, centres it towards his own goal, but fortunately he's there to clear it up. And that's looking like a centre for the Oranges.
Oh, Pancake just gets there in time. We are watching his view right now.
And with 1 minute 50 left, it is double tap, 1-0 up. And they certainly need to be 1-0 up.
Yeah. What have they been doing differently this time? They've certainly been applying the pressure, but I mean
that's just what it is. I mean maybe they've been a little bit more aerial oriented than in the last game.
That's a good hit. I think that's very true. We were just saying how aerial oriented this game is being, and earlier on, wow, that was so close. Comes off the bar from Husky, and now Orange is onto the attack. Earlier on, actually that's going to be centred. Both the Orange players there go up too early for the ball, though.
Yep, and Azzy, it looks like he's trying to just dribble it past. That was masterful. That was great.
We're going to watch that one again, unless of course the players skip it, which they better not.
As he takes it straight past James. James was just in the wrong. He was coming at it from the wrong angle there. He needed to be at the goal line and charging forwards right between the goal and the ball, but he just wasn't there.
No. So that is 2 actual grounded goals here.
Indeed. Oh, that looks like a third, just saved by James Bart off the post. That was a really good save.
Knocks it in towards the goal as he's going to follow that up just round the post.
All 3 of the Oranges went for that. If the Blues can get another centre, which they do, then the Oranges are out of position.
Husky
who's just wide.
Manages to knock it wide, but is trying to keep it on the attack now. Flo knocks it away, but Azzy was waiting for it. Knocks it back into the Orange zone. Husky gets there. Double tap. Husky gets the double tap.
Can anyone get the final hit in? It only would have taken a little tap, but no one was there. And double tap should be very thankful that that was the case, because otherwise
Oh.
that would have been an end to their entire role in this tournament. That would have been their
Indeed.
end.
Yeah.
Unless I got it wrong again.
No, no.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like it's going into overtime.
Oh no!
Unless
As he's
that's
there,
the
that.
goal.
Oh, and that is gonna be gutting for them. They were leading the match 1-0, and then that
They
goal
needed
with
to
3
go.
seconds left to go.
I think maybe they were just focusing on trying to get the buzzer beater themselves, and they neglected their goal just for a second.
And that's all it takes. So much can happen in a very short space of time. They're going to try and keep the ball up, but no. GG's.
That is
Wow.
the end, and Apollo 11 advanced to the finals, and we will have to see whether they are fighting Titanium Ricochet or Kings of Urban in the finals.
That is going to be a real aggressive final, I think, from what we've seen from these two teams, or these three teams, rather. Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat this time. For one thing, it's not going to be Untethered and CA.
Cosmic Aftershock, yes, indeed. That is kind of what you expect from NA ESL. I mean, for the last several tournaments, they have been in the grand finals, and it's almost been a given. You know, it's a shock when anyone takes a couple of games off either of those teams, because they are
Exactly.
so dominant at the moment.
And that's what makes this ESL in particular especially interesting. So, we're going to have to find out what happens. Stay tuned.
Indeed, we'll be right back.